What's shaking, guys? MagicActivatr here, back again for episode number 36 of our Pokemon Platinum Randomized Nuzlocke. In the last episode, you guys, we finally made it off of Route 217 here to Snow Point City, which is pretty exciting. And in between episodes, I decided to go ahead and grind up a couple of members of the team, because we did add a new member in the last episode and one in the episode before that, if I'm not mistaken. And so we had two Mons that were kind of underleveled compared to the rest of the team, so I decided, you know what, we should probably grind them up, get them caught up with everybody else, because today we're going to be taking on Candace, the Snow Point City Gym Leader. So I'm really excited about that. And if you're excited for today's episode, if you're enjoying this series so far, be sure to hit that like button down below for us. Give it your magic touch, because your support is greatly appreciated. But let's jump in and go over the team really quickly to get everybody up to speed. So first off, we got Juvia, our Seedra, level 41, the starter you guys voted for, rocking out with the Scope Lens to heighten the chances of those crits. It's got a modest nature with Poison Point, rocking Surf Twister, Focus Energy, and Hydro Pump. Next up, we got Rafiki, the Infernape, Adam in nature, rocking Blaze, level 41, holding the Fist Plate to power up its Mach Punch, Close Combat, also rocking Flame Wheel and Leaf Blade. Next up, we've got Zerg, our Drapion, level 41, holding the Black Sludge with a Rash nature. It's got Sniper to power up those crits, rocking Bug Bite, Poison Fang, Strength, and Leaf Blade. Next up, we got Harley, our Grumpig, level 40, with an Adamant nature, which is kind of trash. It's got its own tempo, though, so it's not getting confused. Rocking the Twisted Spoon to power up its Psybeam and Zen Headbutt, also rocking Confuse Ray and Calm Mind. Next up, we got Swagapee, our Togekiss, who is now at level 40, rocking a Lonely Nature with Leftovers. It's got Serene Grace for its Air Slash there, also rocking Fly, Extreme Speed, and Aura Sphere. And last but not least, the newest member to the team, we got Zanzibar, our Dawn fan, the Phanpy that we added to the team in the last episode, evolved during grinding. I think it was like one level away, to be honest. But it's rocking out at level 40, holding the experience share right now with the Naive nature. Rocking Sturdy, so it's not getting blown back by a Sheer Cold, I guess, but it has Takedown, Rollout, Leaf Blade, and Assurance as its moveset. I went ahead and threw Leaf Blade on there because, you know, it can learn it. Why not have it for a little bit of water type coverage, all of that good stuff. And unfortunately, it doesn't learn Earthquake till level 46, so he's going to rock out with the experience share for right now. So hopefully, pretty soon, we will have some stab on him. But we're about to take on the gym. We're about to just... I should probably actually check to make sure I'm stocked up on medication and everything I'm going to need for this gym, because I don't know how intense it's going to be. I actually don't know what level the ace is. I didn't look it up. But we can buy some hyper potions. Oh, apparently we've got a lot already. I'm going to go ahead and... We'll go ahead and get 7 of those just for GP. And I should probably, just for the sake of doing it, grab maybe some full heals. Oh, we've got a bunch of those as well, so it feels like forever since I played this game, because I was gone for 10 days when I was on a trip to Nicaragua to perform magic and all of that good stuff, so it's been kind of crazy. Also why the upload schedule has been a little bit off in terms of upload times and everything, because I've just been trying to get back into the groove of everything, and anytime that you miss an extended amount of time, it really makes it difficult to get things back on track if you're not fully prepared for it. So I don't remember exactly how to get through this gem puzzle, so we're gonna be figuring this out as we go. But I thought today would be a good time to kind of start talking about a very interesting topic, because this past week, if you've been living under a rock, we found out about the new Pokemon games that we have been waiting oh so long to hear about. And finally, we got some information about Pokemon Sun and Moon, like some actual information besides the names and everything, which is pretty rad. We saw the first trailer. We got to see the starters, the legendaries that are on the box art. It's pretty insane, just the amount of information that we got from really just one trailer, to be honest. Well, actually, there's been a couple of different trailers between the Japanese trailer, the US UK trailer, and also the Korokoro mini trailer that came out not too long ago. So we got a lot of interesting information. So I thought, you know what, I'm not the kind of person who does, cause I mean, I know if your sub boxes are anything like mine, there's probably just tons and tons of videos that are just talking about Pokemon Sun and Moon and all of this stuff. And honestly, it can be, wow, that Twister did nothing, but we got the poison points, which is nice. Really sweet. So, you know, I'm not one to really do just topic videos about Sun and Moon. I don't see what the point is for me personally. You know, it's just because everybody's doing it right now. So I figured, you know what, we can maybe talk about it a little bit in this LP while we're doing some things. So I thought today it would be fun to talk about the starters. It's pretty crazy, because we did find out about the starter Pokemon, which is huge news, because this is it's the first Pokemon that you're gonna get in the game, your starter Pokemon. So it's pretty exciting, if I do say so myself, to have this kind of information. And so we got the grass starter Rowlet, which is the little grass owl that starts out as a grass flying type. And then we got Litten, the kitten Pokemon, who is, wow, that did a lot of damage as a crit, though. That explains it. And then we got Poplio. Litten is a pure fire type, and then Poplio is a pure water type, which is kind of crazy because Rowlet is actually the first starter Pokemon since Bulbasaur to actually have double typings from the start, which is kind of wild, actually. It's kind of crazy that out of all the starters, there's only been one prior to Rowlet that has had dual typing from its basic stage, which is, I don't know, I think it's very interesting. But I want to know, question of the day, which starter from Pokemon Sun and Moon are you most excited about? Personally, just based off of what we've seen from a design standpoint and everything, I'm kind of feeling, oh, he ate that up, wow. Kind of feeling Poplio myself. I'm kind of a Poplio guy, which I'm a sucker for water types, just in general, which is funny because a lot of times I tend to pick the fire type starter, or at least early on with Charmander I did that, and I did that with Cyndaquil as well, but I wasn't paying any attention to what he's about to send out because I was talking. But you know what? Let's go out to Swagapy. And so, yeah, it's pretty exciting. I'm a pretty big fan of Poplio myself. I just think it's a really happy looking Pokemon. It's got a lot of personality, which Litten has a lot of personality too. I think. You know, a lot of people really seem Rowlet really does seem to be the fan favorite right now for a lot of people, but I don't know. Personally, I'm not just crazy about Rowlet right now. You know, he may come back and surprise me. He may end up being a really cool Pokemon, and I'm sure I'll end up liking him. But I'm sure I'll end up liking him because honestly, I like all the starters' designs. They look really good in my opinion. I know there's a lot of people are actually said they were pretty disappointed in the starters, but I don't know. I think they look great. That did way too much damage. You're level 44. What is happening right now? All right, we need to get rid of you quick because you are becoming a problem. I'm actually a little bit nervous now seeing these levels. Jeez. All right. But one of the other things that that's pretty interesting that actually I just found out about yesterday, I think it was this weekend that it happened, was they actually believe that they discovered the final typings for the starters' final evolutions. So, which is pretty crazy because up until this point, everybody's just been speculating on what they thought they might be based on design and everything. And I think it's pretty interesting. Basically, somebody went on the Japanese Pokemon website and they went into the page's resources and found some unused type images. You know, images that show the Pokemon's typing and everything. And although they're not visible on the site yet, the information is there. And just based on the way the files were named and everything, I already battled you. Who have I not battled? I think I've battled everybody actually. So now it's just a matter of if I can get through these snowballs. All right. So I need to get to that at some point. And so right now, according to the thing, based on the way the things are listed, they found an unused image for a ground type and for fighting type. And so originally people were saying that they thought that meant that Rowlet's final form would be grass flying, Litten's would be fire ground, and that Popplio's would be water fighting. But it was interesting because based on the way that the images were numbered in the system, and based on the fact that the starter Pokemon always maintain their primary typing of grass, fire, and water, it was interesting because for some reason ground came before fire. And so now what a lot of people are saying, and I think this is the way that I'm leaning personally based on all of that, is that Rowlet's actually going to turn into a grass ground type, which I know seems weird to say that, you know, a Pokemon would actually change typings. It sounds kind of crazy, but it's not the first time that Pokemon has done that. We see it with Skrelp. Skrelp is a water poison type that evolves into Dragalge, and it loses its water typing and gains dragon typing. So I definitely think that it's possible for it to turn into a grass ground type, especially when you consider that there are burrowing owls which actually live in the ground. And I think that's kind of cool that to have an owl type or an owl Pokemon that's not actually flying type. It just seems really cool to me, but I don't know. A lot of people are skeptical about it, but to me, it really, I could definitely see it being like that. I could definitely see it ending up being a ground flying myself. And so with that being said, I think that Litten may end up being a pure fire type, which to be honest, I'm pretty happy about. A lot of people originally were saying they thought it might be a dark fire type or a poison fire type, which both of those would be pretty cool. But I think that I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out this puzzle right now. Okay, if I do, I think this is it. I think this will do it. That's it. I got it. All right, sweet. So we are about to take on the gym leader. But I'm kind of okay with Litten's final evolution being pure fire, just because it is, it's the only Pokemon besides Cyndaquil, the only fire type Pokemon besides Cyndaquil that has maintained a pure fire typing throughout its entire evolutionary line. So I think if it does end up being pure fire, then that will be pretty cool. But I didn't save the game. I just started talking to Candace here. So let's do a, I think we should do a voice, but let's see, what voice should I give Candace?
You want to challenge Candace? Sure thing. I was waiting for someone tough. But I should tell you, I'm tough because I know how to focus. Pokemon, fashion, romance, it's all about focus. I'll show you just what I mean. Get ready to lose.
Alright, so, oh snap, and I think I left Juvia out front, and Juvia is hurting right now because I didn't heal it up. This is what happens when I have topics to things I want to talk about, and I'm not paying attention. I'm really like terrified that this thing may have like pursuit or something. I don't know if it gets pursued, but if it does, that could be a problem. But I will say, just kind of to wrap things up, the last, because I haven't talked about Popplio's final evolution yet, which is personally the starter I'm most excited about right now. Of course, all this could change. That's exactly why I did not want to switch. That is exactly why I did not want to switch. All right, I'm gonna set up a focus energy. And according to the theory based on what they found on the Japanese website, everyone is really starting to think that Popplio is going to be the water fighting type, which I don't know. I'm a little bit disappointed because I think Popplio's final evolution should have been maybe like water psychic or water fairy, just because I think it would be cool since it's kind of like going with the whole clown circus performer theme, and I don't know, it reminds me of Mr. Mime in that sense, and so I thought psychic or fairy type would be a pretty cool second typing for its final form. But I'm not mad about water fighting if that's what it ends up being. I think it's a little bit more boring than water psychic or water fairy, because I mean, I know that we do have those typings already with like Azumarill and Starmie, but I really think it would have just been cool from like the design aspect and everything. But you know, water fighting is pretty cool too. I mean, the only other water fighting types, if I'm not mistaken, is Poliwrath and Keldeo. So, you know, I think it's pretty decent. So I'm excited though. I'm excited to see what the final evolutions of these Pokemon end up being. Seeing if the theories end up being right. It'll be interesting, but we've got a gym battle going on. We need to be focused on what's happening here. So, I'm sorry, my nose just always seems to start itching whenever, like, I can go all day and my nose doesn't bother me until I start recording, and for some reason, it's just like everything decides to start itching. So we're gonna hit this Relicanth with the Leaf Blade. Honestly, not giving us too much trouble, which I'm kind of surprised about. That Relicanth ate that up. Hopefully we can eat up this ancient power though. We ate it up. He gets the boost. That's kind of nuts. That's kind of nuts. Wowzers. That's kind of nuts. Yeah, so I may have been a little bit rambly through that whole thing talking about the starters, but you know, I just kind of wanted to kind of throw it out there, see what you guys think. So just tell me in the comments what you guys are thinking about all of the starter excitement for Pokemon Sun and Moon. I think it's pretty cool. I'm just ready to play these games. I'm so excited. It feels like it's been so long since we got Pokemon games, and now we're here, and it's just really exciting to see all of this starting to come to light and actually know information about the game. I don't know. So this is kind of scary situation because he's got his stats boosted up. I'm gonna go ahead and full heal up so that we can wake up, and hopefully we don't get this Relicanth. Of all things, a Relicanth is giving us issues right now. And this Ancient Power is going to do a little bit more damage than last time. But we do got Black Sludge. I think unless he crits us, we'll be okay. It just goes to show you, like, just how crazy luck is. Because usually I'll use Ancient Power trying to get a boost all the time, and I never get the boost. And then this Relicanth in-game uses Ancient Power, and what happens? He gets the boost first turn, which is crazy. I hope that she doesn't have any more super potions or full restores or whatever it was that she used, because alright, sweet. So we're gonna get rid of that Relicanth. The Relicanth is just one of those Pokemon that shouldn't have given us that much trouble, but yet it did. And I haven't really been paying attention to the levels. That one was level 44. I assume that the ace is going to be higher than 44. Is Piloswine her ace? If so, that's kind of nuts, because if so, that's kind of wild, actually. Because she's normally an ice type gym leader, and I think, isn't her ace normally, is it Abomasnow or Piloswine? Or Mamoswine, I mean, not Piloswine. I said Piloswine because Piloswine was on the field. I kind of want to close combat you right now, but I'm afraid you might Earthquake. I'm going to hit you with a Mach Punch just to see. 42, so this isn't even her ace. I guess maybe the Quilava was her ace. I didn't see what the Quilava's level was. That's exactly why I was terrified. Oh, no. I don't know why I thought Rafiki would eat up one of those. That's the most unexciting reaction to a Pokemon feigning, but it's just like, I really would have thought that he would have ate that up. At least one. At least one. I knew he couldn't have lived two, but oh my goodness. Rafiki, I'm really sorry. And here I was sitting here thinking, we just had to add 2 new Pokemon to the team in the last, we lost 2 Pokemon like within the last 3 episodes. We need to not lose any more Pokemon for a while. And what happens? We lose Rafiki. So I think as long as you don't crit me, we'll be fine. This Surf, honestly, hopefully we can get a crit with the scope lens. Super effective. It wasn't even a crit. We didn't need the crit. Oh my goodness. That's really, really wild. That was just me being bad at the game, I guess.
Wow, you're great. You earned my respect. I think your focus and will bowled us over.
Bowled us over? What is English?
Us over totally. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to give you this.
So there we go. Icicle badge from Candace. That's our 6th badge. No, that's our 7th badge. Yeah. So now we can use Rock Climb. We get TM72, which is going to be Spore. Okay. That's interesting. We got Spore. So I wonder now what we can do. Who can learn Spore? on the team, because that's actually really, really nice. Really, really nice and useful. I don't know if anybody can learn it right now, because it's normally probably Icicle Spear or Icicle Crash. Nobody on the team can learn it currently, but I think with all of that said, we're going to end off this episode right here. In between episodes, I'm going to find somebody to add to the team to replace Rafiki, which is so unfortunate because Rafiki's been putting in a lot of work. But it is what it is. He's gone now, so we'll have to add somebody else to the team. In the next episode, I guess we will be going to find out what's going on with Matt over at Lake Aquity. So for now, guys, I'm going to get out of here. So have yourselves a good day. Stay cool, and we will catch you next time.